Let's call the meeting in order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. Our board meeting for Monday, October 13th, 2014. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Smith. Trustee Butler. Trustee Mount. Here. Trustee Mattingly. Here. Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Manley, second by trustee Mount. Any questions, corrections, clarifications? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved as written. We have the September 22nd, 2014 council meeting minutes. Again, any corrections or clarifications? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Husk. Any questions or clarifications? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those meeting minutes are approved. See, we have expenditures tonight of $834,286.34. Some of the bigger items in there are our health insurance, a little over $107,000. Did some paving patching, J.D.A. Johnson Paving Company, a little over $134,000. The Central Lake County Joint Action Water Agency for our fresh Lake Michigan water, a little over $136,000. We have actually three different disbursements to the police pension. One's about $267,000, another almost $90,000, another one about $85,000. Those are from the property tax distributions we received recently. There's many others that the board have reviewed, the staff all reviewed. Anyone in the board have any questions on any of the payments? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Mount, second by trustee Husk. Once again, any questions on any of those items on the payments? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Let's see, here we have no ratifications tonight, so we'll move on to our standing committee reports. Trustee Mount?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I do love an audience, and thank everybody for coming to hear my SWACO report. We are having our last household chemical waste mobile event on Saturday, November 1st, at the Mundelein train station on Archer Avenue in Mundelein. That'll be from 8 to 2:30. You can see swaco.org for all your acceptable items at that household chemical waste collection. We also have 3 household chemical waste events at our SWACO Estes Street facility in Gurnee by appointment only in the month of November. Again, see swaco.org for an appointment. Electronic collections in Round Lake Beach are 24/7 at the Round Lake Beach Public Works. I still see TVs and computers throughout the village. The law went into effect as of January 1st, 2012. People aren't getting the word out. They're not seeing the newsletters. Hopefully, if you see a neighbor and they throw something out, just let them know. Take it over to Public Works and we'll take care of it. We want to keep our village clean and we want to abide by the law. We have pharmaceutical and sharp item collections at our Round Lake Beach Police Station next door. That's open during normal business hours. For all your solid waste needs, go to swaco.org. And remember, recycle first, trash last. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Mount. Any other reports tonight? Okay, only have one item under mayor's report tonight. We have the introduction of the commanders. Chief Hare?
Thank you, Mayor. I've been chief now for 6 months, and over the last 6 months, been working very hard trying to put a team together, as you well know. And one of the last components was to find the commanders that we needed to finish the open spots. So we were looking for 3 commanders, and we interviewed 7 officers for the commander positions. Everybody interviewed very well. Deputy Chief Rivera, come on in. We set up an interview panel consisting of the 2 deputy chiefs, Deputy Chief Rivera, Deputy Chief Scott. Nancy Steen, Human Resource Manager, and we had department heads from across the village sit in also on the panel. All 7 people interviewed very well. It was very an impressive group. It was very difficult to choose the 3 commanders. I sat down after the interviews, consulted with everybody on the panel, spoke with both you and Administrator Kilbane, and these 3 rose to the top real quick, as we knew they would. So if I could have the 3 come up, Wayne Wildy, Gary Lund, Mike Barr. I could go on forever about the history of these guys, but I'll just give you the highlights of what I've worked with over the years with them, and they all have very impressive careers. Gary Lund in the middle. Gary's been with the village for 15 years. He's married to Mary, and his daughter Kira is here. Gary's highly decorated at the police department and is one of the few officers to be selected as Officer of the Year for both a patrolman and an investigator, a detective. Very impressive feat. He's proud of all of his accomplishments, but 2 really stand out. A few years ago, we had a cold case here in the village that had it went unsolved for about 30 years. In fact, in the 90s, I opened it up and ran into a dead end with it and couldn't do anything with it. Gary opened it up and ran a successful investigation on a 1982 murder that we had here in town and was able to bring the offender to justice and got a conviction on that after it stayed cold for 30 years. Gary should be recognized and was recognized for that. Another one of Gary's accomplishments, and I'll go back to 1999, right when he started, I had the pleasure of training 2 of these 3. One right after the other. Trained Mike Barr for a few months, and then Gary came on right after Mike Barr. And we were on the afternoon shift. Gary was fresh in the FTO program, and Mike Barr was fresh on his own. And it was, I believe it was December, might have been early January, and I was sicker than a dog. And I just wanted to get through to the end of the shift, and I wanted to go home. But when the shift is over, I have to sit with all of the people that I'm training, and Gary Lund was one of the ones that I was training. And I come walking out. Gary was supposed to be unloading our squad car, and I come walking out into the parking lot, and Gary's gone. And a call had come out over the radio that there was a person that fell through the ice. 2 people fell through the ice on Round Lake. And I'm responsible for Gary Lund. Well, this happened right at shift change, so of course Mike Barr comes running out of the police department and says, "Hey, 2 people just fell in the lake, let's go." And Gary Lund looks up at him and says, "Can I go too?" And Mike Barr says, "Sure, come along." So Gary jumps in the car with Mike. They both run out and go onto the lake. And the one person that I'm responsible for, so I drive all the way down there, sicker than a dog, get Gary back in the car after they saved these 2 gentlemen's lives that fell through the ice. And I yelled at Gary for a good 15 minutes about how dangerous and how stupid and how great that was all in the same time. And that's the other commendation that Gary had. And these are 2 people that I think definitely need to be where they are. Gary's going to be responsible for the afternoon shift, and he's also going to be responsible for community relations. So all of the things that you've seen us do over the years, Gary's going to take, and he's going to make them even better than they've already been. Things like National Night Out, Shop with a Cop, and some other programs that we're going to run. So Gary's a welcome addition. Mike Barr, known Mike. Mike's been here for 15 years. As I said, he started just before Gary Lund. Mike is married to Kristen. His wife is here, and his 2 kids, William and Catherine. Mike was promoted to sergeant in 2007. He's been assigned to various positions at the police department, and prior to being a sergeant, Mike was on our regional emergency service team, NIPUS, and he's also been in our special operations unit and has been in charge of our search warrant team for the last few years. Mike's a graduate of Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command. He graduated there in 2009, and he received his Bachelor of Arts degree from Eastern Illinois University in 2011. Mike started from scratch without really any schooling at all, went back and got his associate's degree and then turned that into his bachelor's degree. And during his interview, Mike said something very interesting that I thought everybody should know. He wants to obtain his master's degree. And so he said that he's going to hang 2 empty frames in their office at the house. And he wants to challenge his wife, and he wants that to be a constant reminder of the master's degrees that they need to go out and get. So Mike's next step is to get that master's degree. Mike's a very impressive officer, and we're lucky to have him. He's going to be responsible for the midnight shift. Mike's also responsible for a lot of the training we do at the department, and he's going to be taking that on as an additional role to being a commander. So Mike is a welcome addition. Then we have the old-timer of the group. Wayne's been with the village for 17 years. He's married to Julie. And his 3 children, Ben, Justin, and Alexis, are all here. You guys want to wave up? Wayne was Officer of the Year in 2003 as a patrolman, and he was promoted to sergeant in 2007 also. He's also been assigned to various positions at the police department. And he's been a supervisor on patrol and in investigations where he currently is. He also has served on our special operations team, and Wayne was one of the officers that worked very closely with Deputy Chief Scott to get our initial accreditation with CALIA when we did that a few years ago. Wayne has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Winona State University in Minnesota, and he's also a graduate of Northwestern School of Police Staff and Command. Wayne is going to be responsible for our investigations unit, which he already is, and that consists of both the detective unit and our special operations. And they have had a very successful year under Wayne's leadership, and we really do not have any serious crimes that are open, and they're diligently working on the robbery we had at the bank last week. Wayne ran right out, took charge of that scene, and he's another welcome addition. So I'd like to present the 3 commanders to the board and welcome them to the command staff.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Commander.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Chief. And thank you all for all 7 people that actually applied. Thank you for doing that. It shows that we have people that want to be part of a great team here, want to move up in the department. Unfortunately, we didn't have 7 openings right now, but as long as you continue to work hard, I'm sure that those other 4 will also attain that rank at some time. Congratulations, and welcome to the top ranks of the Round Lake Beach Police Department. And together with the chief and the deputy chiefs, I'm sure you guys will continue an awesome job you've done for so many years already. Just as a statement I always make, you're welcome to stay. We have some business to transact. It's not required. I know you all got lives to live and celebrations to conduct.
I can give more SWACO reports.
Have a great night. Thank you everyone for coming by.
Empties out real quick.
Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No report tonight, thank you.
Okay, we can move on to our items of business then. We have item A is a resolution terminating an agreement pertaining to regulation of traffic in Mallard Creek Shopping Center. That shopping plaza, as you all know, is going to be torn down soon, the majority of it. There's a couple different parcels of land that are going to be joined together and some changes done there. So we've got to terminate this agreement and then in the future draft a new agreement once it's redeveloped. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly. Trustee Husk.
Aye. That's approved 4-0. Item B is an ordinance authorizing the conveyance of certain property owned by the Village of Round Lake Beach at 772 East Rollins Road. Round Lake Beach owns, I think, the detention pond back behind. Is that the piece that we're talking about? No.
And the building.
Oh, and the building too, yeah, sorry.
The whole property in front, the Walmart.
Yes,
The old Walmart.
the old Walmart property, that's actually in our hands right now, according to the PUD that we had Walmart sign originally when they wanted to build a new store. We want to make sure that the building is vacant for 10 to 15, 20 years, like Walmart's known to do at some other locations. Our staff was able to finally get them to agree to the terms that they agreed to originally. It took a while to convince them that they couldn't hold us up. And now that that's happening, we need to turn this property over so it can be redeveloped by the, eventually by the Myers store there. Did I miss anything there?
No.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Mayor Hill.
Aye. Okay, that's been approved, 5-0. Item C is a resolution approving a change order for 2014 concrete repairs in an amount not to exceed $3,266.50. We had budgeted and authorized $20,000 for the repairs. As they got into the projects, there's some other stuff they had to do in order to complete the project correctly. So we need to authorize the additional expense. It's already been done. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Mount. Second by trustee Husk. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
That's approved 4-0. Item D is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Cargill Salt Division in an amount not to exceed $123,740. We're going to be buying another 2,000 tons of road salt to ensure we have enough salt to get us through this toughest winter. Last year was a real tough winter. They're saying this year could be similar, hopefully not quite as bad. Unfortunately, it's very expensive when we have a bad winter, not only in the cost of the road salt, but also the manpower out in the streets. So for our budget, let's hope it's a mild winter. And for our residents too, I guess. Mild winter I prefer. Any questions by the board? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Mattingly, second by trustee Valdez. Any questions? Please call the roll. Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item E is a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign a letter of commitment and approving an agreement between the Northwest FPA Advisory Committee and the Village of Round Lake Beach regarding televising sanitary sewer lines. I'm actually chairman of the Northwest FPA Advisory Committee. Last year, we went to the joint bidding out with the Lakes Region Sanitary District, and we saved, I think, 35% or 40%. We got a huge discount because of the volume of work that was being done. This year, we got the whole group to go out to bid together, so hopefully we'll save at least that much, if not more. And if nothing else, we'll help the other villages save some money too that we saved last year. They were offering a couple different items. They're also offering the smoke testing, which we might look at for next year. But for this year, it's going to continue on with the sanitary sewer line televising, according to the CMOM reports and agreements that we have signed already. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Mount, second by trustee Husk. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item F, a resolution authorizing an award of contract to Sussman Linoleum and Rug Company Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $29,722. We built the Cultural Center and it opened up in 2007. The carpeting there is well worn after all those years. And at this point, we need to actually go in and replace the carpeting in the whole upstairs area. Was there anything else besides that, Dave, or was it just the upstairs? Yeah, okay. Is there a motion to approve?
Second?
Motion by trustee Valdez, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item G is a resolution accepting a bid for the build-out of the remaining space at the Round Lake Beach Cultural and Civic Center. When we built that facility, we added a basement, additional cost. We couldn't afford to build that the whole section out right then with walls and stuff, so it was left at a big empty vacant spot that we use as storage. Now that the cultural center is getting a lot more bookings, they're being rented quite a bit more, we do need to add the additional space for use by our residents and businesses alike. So, gonna cost $269,520.20 is what we expect it to cost. Be several rental classrooms, meeting rooms, a larger meeting room, that's called the Shadow Box stage. Also, we're gonna have more performances there. And also gonna be adding some bathrooms, of course, in that downstairs area, which should be needed. This board's discussed this for quite some time now, and I'm glad we're finally able to do this using both some of our surplus funds as well as future rental revenue from the facility itself. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by trustee Manley, second by trustee Mount. Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item H, an ordinance approving a facility usage agreement for the Round Lake Beach Cultural and Civic Center with Harvest Bible Church. They're gonna be leasing the facility every Sunday, I think 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for about 2 years. Cost of, I think, $1,560 per month. Do we have a beginning date on that yet, or is that gonna depend on when the build-out's complete?
They're gonna start using it before the build-out's complete. Dave is better at this.
Harvest Church is already in the facility. What the agreement does is expand, they're actually contributing about $20,000 for, to help offset part of the build-out costs. The agreement also calls for them to be able to utilize part of the downstairs once it's completed. And then they're in there now with just a regular rental agreement that the center uses.
Right.
What this rental agreement does, it incorporates the $20,000, the use of the downstairs, and then it'll run for another 2 years from the point they're able to actually occupy the downstairs.
Downstairs, okay.
And then there's three one-year renewals of the agreement, but that has to be by mutual agreement of both church and the village.
So they're maintaining their current rental agreement until the build-out's complete, then this will kick in.
Correct, and then the fee is only frozen for the 2 years. If they choose, or we choose to renew it for 1 year, then we renegotiate the fee at that time.
Okay. Trustees, do you have any questions?
You know, Mayor, I went to their launch 2 weeks ago, and they had over 200 people there. And I'm thinking, there's a lot of folks that were there that never came to Round Lake Beach or our Civic Center before. And what I enjoyed afterwards, some of them, let's go over to Hibachi, let's go to Chili's, you know, let's go have some lunch after Sunday service. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed myself over there. So they're going to be a good tenant. So
Glad to hear that.
thought
Thank
I'd
you.
throw that in.
Let's see, we don't have a motion yet, do we? No. If there's no other questions, is there a motion to approve?
Moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item I is a resolution regarding the release of closed session minutes. Every 6 months, we review our closed session minutes, see if there's anything that is able to be released because it's no longer needs to be kept for personal reasons or personnel or land reasons or whatever the case might be. They've reviewed them all, and there are several that can be released at this time. The July 13th, 2009, October 26th, 2009, November 9th, 2009, November 23rd, 2009, December 14th, 2009, January 11th, 2010, January 25th, 2010, February 8th, 2010, February 22nd, 2010, May 24th, 2010, February 28th, 2011, July 11th, 2011, and August 8th, 2011, October 3rd, 2011. Everyone on the board had a chance to review those. If there's no objections on any of those items being released, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Manley, second by trustee Mount. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Mount.
Aye.
Trustee Mattingly.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. That was our last item of business. At this time, it is open to public participation. Anyone who has a question or comment for the board, please step to the microphone, give your name and address for the record, and either state your comment or ask your question.
Janet Kilkelly, 2510 North Bonnybrook Lane, Waukegan, Illinois. I'm just here to introduce myself. I'm one of the candidates for the upcoming race for Lake County Clerk. I just want to assure you that I look forward to working with you, and I will have an open door. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Mayor, I have one. I think the board, quite possibly in the press of getting ready for IML, really kind of forgot to do something. I'm not sure we ever congratulated you know, you on your selection and being voted in to be a VP of the Illinois Municipal League and representing Village around Lake Beach. So on behalf of the board, I would like to make a last-minute offer that hopefully my partner to the right will second, that we move to congratulate officially Mayor Rich Hill as the new Vice President of the Illinois Municipal League.
And I second that.
And all in favor said,
Aye.
Well, thank you. I'm very honored to be on the Lake County, Illinois Municipal League Board of Directors as a vice president, and it's going to be a learning experience for me as well as for those people I'm going to be working with. It should be a lot of fun and very exciting. It'll give us a lot more access to the legislators other than just our own. I'll be meeting with legislators from around the state, and hopefully we can get some things done that need to be done to help our residents and the residents throughout the state of Illinois. Thank you. Okay, we don't have any executive session tonight, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
so moved.
Motion by trustee Manley, second by trustee Valdez. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.